Hello. Oh man, oh man, oh man. It is game time, all right. I am. Oh boy. I am excited and nervous all at the same time for this one. Good thing is Kevin Harlan in the booth. I like our chances, that's for sure. Especially if defense can get on the field first. Defense gets on the field first, we're able to make a stop, build some momentum that way. I'm all about it, but we'll see. Skylar Thompson making his fourth career start in what's a kind of a big game for Miami today. A road win to begin the season would be big. But Sam Darnold is playing incredible. We'll go over the 1 o'clock slate, like in between commercials and whatnot, as we're moments away from kickoff in Seattle at Lumen Field. Oh boy. Blaise Campbell trying to get the guys hyped. It seems before game. This was a pretty. I thought last week was a little wild when it comes to some of the outcomes. Man, today has been something as well. But how's everyone doing? A little different, a little updated score bug for today and going forward. I don't know what's going on with the NFL this year. It's entertaining though, and that's all that matters. Like I don't care about much else until playoff time at least. Like the NFL has been crazy this year so far. Again, I'll go over most of the first slate. Like I was gonna do commercials and stuff, but yeah. Oh yeah, but scriptwriters are having themselves a field day this year. Like an absolute field day. Like really, the scriptwriters really got Pittsburgh at 3-0 with Justin Fields playing well enough. The Eagles are somehow going to win despite forgetting field goals exist. And like again, like the Steelers are playing pretty well. Hey, I mean, if the scriptwriters really want to be cooking this week, give Miami a blowout win. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's Tomlin. No matter no matter what team you put in front of Tomlin, no matter what offense you put in front of Tomlin with the Steelers' current defensive unit, you're going to finish above 500. That Steelers defense is amazing. It is built to near perfection. All right, Seattle is going to begin with the ball in this one. I like it. Set the tone with the defense. Work from there. I like it. I mean, y'all play Washington. It should be a win, nonetheless. Meanwhile, I'm over here about to watch my team go up against Seattle, who is a sneaky contender for the NFC West crown, apparently. But they are going to be without Kenneth Walker today. He is inactive, dealing with an injury. We shall see. Oh, this might be the most nervous I've been for a Dolphin game in quite some time. Just because I don't know what to expect. All right, Jason Sanders on to kick this one away. And Dolphins football is here. Ball bounced inside the landing zone and into the end zone. Going to be returned, has plenty of room on the right side, past the 30. Finally brought down near the 35. Okay, not the greatest of starts. Not the greatest of starts, but okay. Yeah, LSU receivers are playing well. I mean, Justin Jefferson is having more success this season than I feel like he's had with Kirk Cousins through 3 games. Like, Sam Darnold, man, he is playing incredibly well this year. And after how Baker played today, Sam Darnold might have just rose to the ranks in the MVP convo. All right, first play of the game. Geno Smith in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, a back to his right. Ball on the 35. Come on, defense. Smith, handoff up the middle. Going to gain about 3 on the play. Leave that Zach Charbonnet on the carry. All right, gain of 3. Man, oh man. Not the greatest of, I mean, 3-yard gain is not terrible. I like Charbonnet as well, but not today. Smith under center, back behind him. Going to play action, looking to throw, has some time, gonna pass it into the flat right side where it's caught. Stiff arming, breaks off 1 tackler, and stepping out of bounds for a first down is Noah Fant. Oh, no, that's not Noah Fant. That is number 88. I could have sworn that was Noah Fant. Or I guess he was 80, that's right. That was AJ Barner on the reception. Pick up the first down for Seattle. I feel like Noah Fant just has not been utilized since arriving in Seattle. Smith, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers left, a receiver and tight end right. Play action, looking to throw. Has time, now stepping up, plenty of time. Pass over the middle is caught wide open. Pass midfield to about the plus 36. Jordan Poyer on the tackle. Tyler Lockett on the reception. And so one thing with any South Florida sports team, one of any South Florida sports team, there's going to be a random player that has himself a pretty solid day against us. There's any South Florida sports team, it feels. Smith, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers right. Ball on the plus 37. Making adjustments at the line. Now audible in as well. 1 receiver from the right shifted over to the left, but unable to get set in time. Seattle is going to burn their first timeout. Okay. I like that. I like that they have to call a timeout on their first drive. I like it, even though it's not because of the home crowd or anything. It's just because they saw something they didn't expect from our defense. So that means we're kind of getting in their head. At the same time, it could just be a lot of miscommunication going on. Mike McDaniel, 5-0 when entering a game with a 500 record. This is going to be a jinx, most likely, but he has yet to be under 500 in his coaching career, which is an insane stat. He's been with Miami for, 2 years at this point, right? Smith, under center, back behind him. 1st and 10 from the plus 37. Man sent in motion. Handoff up the middle for Charbonnet. And going to be ganged up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Sets up a 3rd and 10. Okay. Man, every time they showcase who our defensive line is, it feels weird. I miss Christian Wilkins. I knew I was going to miss him, but still. All right. Smith, shotgun, back to his left. 2nd and 10. 2 receiving options to each side. Man sent in motion, looking to throw. Has some time. Pocket collapsing and sacked. Back near the 44. Who was that? Is that Benito Jones on it? No. It's Deshaun Hand. Deshaun Hand with the sack. 3rd and 15 coming up. There we go. Deshaun Hand. There we go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, 3rd and 15. Make the stop. Smith and shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers and a tight end to the left. 1 receiver out wide to the right. Looking to throw. Quick pass left side for a swing screen to Zach Charbonnet. He's only going to get back to the initial line of scrimmage roughly. 3rd down stop. There we go. And probably a long field goal attempt upcoming. Jason Myers on for the field goal try to give Seattle the early lead. Oh boy. He's 5 for 5 on the year. Longest from 50. This from 56 and the left hash. Kickers have been really good from 50 plus this year. Kick is up and right down the middle. Yeah, kickers have been incredible from 50 plus this season. That might be the most impressive thing about this season so far. But Miami goes down 3 early after the first drive of the defense. Okay, now the part that I'm most nervous about. How is the offense going to look as we go to an Applebee's commercial? All right, commercial break. I'm going to quickly use this time to say to subscribe if you're new. We greatly appreciate it. Leave a like while you're at it as well. Trying to get to 300 by the end of the year. So yeah, stick around. It will be great. There was a good defensive series on that play. All right. I know some games are just ending. The Giants got their first win on the season, beating Cleveland by 6. Carolina scores a first drive touchdown. Are you kidding? They scored a first drive touchdown against the Raiders. If Carolina wins, Minnesota has got to be the most impressive team this season so far. Like the most impressive. Like a 30+ point, a damn near 30-point win over Houston. Like Sam Darnold might fuck around and win the NFC North. He might. And honestly, I don't know what that means going forward for Minnesota because you still have McCarthy in a wait-in. If Andy Dalton pulls out a nice win today against the Raiders, that's going to be the most shocking thing of the week. Not even a Minnesota win. But I mean, yeah, but Minnesota though, they might have an issue on not an issue, but I mean, who knows what they're gonna do if Darnold has a good year as like a division winning year this year, and then they have what just throw in McCarthy next year? I doubt it. All right, back from commercial. Josh Myers on to kick this one away. As we can see Miami's offense for the first time today. Oh man, oh man. Honestly, just have a good return to kick things off and give the offense some breathing room. Berrios and Achane back to return this one. I just realized I probably forgot to do with this. All right, kick is underway. It's going to be caught in the back of the end zone and down for a touchback. Yep, I forgot to add tags to the stream. All right, Skylar Thompson taking the field. Okay, come on. Yeah, I guess this is the week for bad teams, which could be good for Miami then, because they've not been playing the greatest this season so far. All right, ball on the 30-yard line. Come on, Skylar. In shotgun, back behind him. Someone to his right as well. Tyreek sent in motion. Going to play action, throw over the middle, caught wide open, Devon Achane, past midfield to about the 47. There we go. There we go. All right, I like that. I like that. Just keep giving the ball to Achane, keep giving the ball to Hill, just keep giving the ball to playmakers in space like that. It was a very nice first play to give him some momentum, to give him some confidence. Got to build off of it and properly build off of it as there's Tua on the sideline, earpiece and all. Thompson in shotgun, back behind him, three receivers to the right. I believe that's Jalen right behind him. They're going to toss it left side for right, trying to get the edge. He does. And going to pick up maybe a first down. Gets dragged down kind of late on the play, but no flag. That's a solid piece of running for at least 9. Oh, that should have been horse collar. I guess maybe they thought he grabbed the hair that was sticking out the helmet, but that should have been a horse collar. Yeah, that should have been a horse collar. He didn't touch the hair. A gain of 9 on the play. 2nd and 1. Thompson shotgun right behind him once again. Achane motioning around. Going to look to throw, play action. Gonna just throw it right side after being hit. Incomplete. A mess of a play. Doesn't seem like a lot of people fully got it. Okay. Not the greatest of plays. Yeah, I mean, just not great. Just not a great play. Thompson kind of stumbles on the top of his drop. The blocking wasn't great. It was pressured relatively quick. Just, yeah, overall, not the greatest of plays. All right, 3rd and 1. Thompson under center. Going to hand this off up the middle on a fullback dive almost, and it goes nowhere. Was it Devon Witherspoon on the tackle? Try a fullback dive with Jeff Wilson? Really? That's a 3rd and 1 play call? And now this is what Miami was dealing with quite a bit last week, is this no man's land area. It's 4th and 1 from the 39, and they're going to send out Sanders for a long field goal attempt. This will also be from the 50-plus range. This is from 57, right hash. Kick is up and doesn't have the accuracy. I just go for it, man. I don't like that decision. Sanders, like, for as good as Sanders can be from distance, he's not going to be hit from 57. Like, I get the decision, tie the game, take the points and all that. But it's 4th and 1 in that no man's land, especially with a guy like Sanders who already doesn't have the strongest leg. And then in order to make it from 57, he'll need to focus more on power than accuracy. Like, I don't get that. Like, go for it. We'd rather just gone for it. All right, defense now going to be coming on and try to keep this a one-possession game of the sort. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it because I'm one of the first people you'll hear say take the points. But that's when you're like well into field goal range, not in the outskirts or like just barely not. Again, like he had the leg for it, but he's not going to be that accurate from that range. It's not a consistent hit for him. At least if you go for it, you know you have the weapons and hopefully like a decent play call to just make it somewhat worthwhile. But we're at commercial. Quickly use this time to say to subscribe if you're new. Be greatly appreciated. Play-by-plays all season long, plus beyond. Trying to get to 300 by the end of the year. Leave a like while you're at it as well. I mean, it's that no man's land range. You can't be too upset about that decision, but at the same time, it's like you feel like you feel like with a team like Miami, you have a play call, even with Skylar Thompson, that can get you a yard. All right, back from a commercial. Smith and shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right. Going to hand this off. Zach Charbonnet, left side, has a lane. Going to pick up the first and more. Past midfield to about the plus 44. And that's the other thing. With that missed kick, you give them so much better field positioning than the 39-yard line, which it would have been if you just go for it and fail. Because now they started that drive from like basically midfield. Ball in the 40. Quick pass left side, wide open, caught. Gonna get down, but not before picking up the first to about the plus 29. That is Noah Fant on the reception. Like, yeah, I mean, that's just a sit route 5 yards down the field, and that's wide open. All right, Smith under center, back behind him. First and 10 from the plus 29. Man sent in motion. Handoff to Charbonnet up the middle, going to gain about 3 on the play. Second down coming up. Defense needs to hold him to a field goal. And I hate seeing the defense needs to do stuff because really this offense should be better. At least put him in better situations. Smith shotgun back to his left, looking to throw. Has some time escaping to his right, throwing down the field. And what a catch by DK Metcalf. Caught over Kyle Fuller. I mean, there's just not much you can do there. When one-on-one against DK Metcalf, just throw it up to him. He's going to come down with it. Especially with Fuller's back turned like that. Yeah, that might be one of the easier throws. One of the easier contested catches DK will have to make today. All right, first and goal from the 4-yard line. Smith shotgun. Going to hand this off up the middle with Zach Charbonnet, and he gets in with ease. And so quickly, Seattle was able to move down the field with the momentum they gained on that missed field goal. And it's a 2-possession game. And now Miami's offense is going to be playing from behind, like really behind, which they don't like to do. Okay. All right, the extra point from Jake Myers from the left hash. Kick is up, and it is good. 10-0. With 6:44 to go in the first. I mean, that's going to happen when the opposing team starts from basically midfield. It's going to be a pretty simple drive. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, it was either start from midfield or start from the minus 40. So, I mean, either way, not a great situation. But that's why, like, if you go for it, you have the chance of getting in the first. But now, like, you're really going to need a drive here. Lemony Snicket the ghost. Right? Yeah, it seems like it. And honestly, with how chaotic this has been, this is the rating of a Pulitzer Prize winner. So thus, it's probably Kendrick Lamar. And commercial break. All right, still a commercial break. Getting a Survivor commercial real quick. Like, they need some kind of scoring drive from the offense. Just a drive that can be built off of properly. You had a few things working on that last drive, but at the end of the day, it wasn't enough. In part because like that third and one play call was questionable, not because I don't like running it up the middle, but because it needs to be Alec Ingold as in that fullback position for a fullback dive. I don't think it would work with really anyone else. No one else Miami has in that backfield. It can be a true power rusher besides Alec Ingold. So, like, that's why, like, if you're gonna have Jeff Wilson as the fullback on that kind of play, you gotta do something else besides fullback dive. Anyway, we'll see how the second drive goes. So far, I mean, the offense is not looking terrible, but still, like, you kind of want to see a little more as this kickoff is going to be returned from the goal line. And is going to get up to about the 31. It's Devon Achane on the return. And again, we'll see how this drive plays out and what the plan is here. I want to see Hill and Waddle get the ball a bit more. I want to see like end arounds, jet sweeps a bit today. But generally, like, I'm not expecting a lot out of today. I'm just looking for stuff to build off of for next week and beyond. Like, if we can keep this game close for the majority of it, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Thompson under center, Ingold and Achane behind him. Sending a man in motion, going to hand off up the middle, and he's going to break a few tackles behind the line of scrimmage and gain roughly 11 on a play. A lot of discombobulation up front. There's a flag now as well. It is holding on Miami. Ugh. It's on Julian Hill. That's not great. There's a lot of like up front is not really doing it's not playing that great. All right, 1st and 20. Just about 6:20 to go in this first. All right, 1st and 16. Not too terrible. See Thompson in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the right, and then 1 in motion. Going to quick pass right side, and that's going to be Jalen Waddle trying to find a lane. Eventually he does after crossing the length of the field. Going to be a nice pickup there. Flag on the play. That might be a late hit out of bounds. As yeah, Waddle did get hit into the Seattle sideline a good bit. That might be a good penalty. That might be a solid penalty for Miami. But Jalen, see, that's where you just get the ball in the hands of your playmakers, whether it's Waddle, Hill, Achane, because they can make plays like that. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on Seattle. Tack on 15 to the end of an already like 13-yard play. And calling it on Devon Witherspoon. Yeah, that's a mass. Yeah, that's a late hit out of bounds. Honestly, should have been a penalty. Should be a penalty just because some of the Gatorade got blown up on that. Jeez. That's it. Waddle is like 7 yards out of bounds by the time Witherspoon even gets to him. Like that's a dumb mistake from Witherspoon. All right, 1st and 10. Ball at the 48. Thompson under center. Going to hand this off up the middle and with a lane. That's Devon Achane going to gain about 9 on the play, maybe 8. Hey, the ground game. I mean, Ramondre Stevenson had a good day on the ground last week, so I'm not too surprised that so early on in this one, Miami's able to get a little bit of a ground game going. All right, 2nd and 1. Ball in about the 46-ish. Thompson under center. Going to toss it right side for Achane, who's going to lose about 3 on the play. Not the greatest of second down plays. All right, 3rd and 4. Hey, it's still 3rd and managed, still 3rd and short, basically. Just gonna get the ball in the hands of your playmakers here and let them try to pick up the first. Don't ask Thompson to make an insane throw. But I feel like either way, you go for it here. So just try to get at least 2. All right, and Miami breaks the huddle with about 7 seconds on the play clock. Yeah. Oh, what? What? McDaniel was trying to... What? CBS didn't even show the play. Because McDaniel was ready to call a timeout because the play clock wasn't going to get... All right, Thompson was in shotgun, back to his right. Bobbled the snap. And instant pressure, he then fumbles the ball and is recovered by Armstead. Like McDaniel was ready to call a timeout, and the ref said nah. All right, Jake Bailey on the punt this one away. That's going to bounce at about the 23, inside the 20, and is rolling down to the 10-yard line. Good punt. Flipping the field pretty well there. And we will see how the defense can respond. That is the weirdest. Like, I can't even fully blame Thompson on that because like that a timeout should have been called because they were not Miami was not ready to snap that ball. But I guess they got ready in time, and I don't what like honestly McDaniel should have called timeout sooner. But at the same time, like that's just a weird turn of events entirely. I mean, the special teams did a good job pinning them deep, which is good. Like downside of 10. Ugh. That was a weird set of downs. But all right, defense needs to make a play, make a stop of some kind. Give the offense a little stuff to work with. I had a notification. I mean, the offense the offense has gotten inside in plus territory on both drives. I'm not fully blaming Thompson yet. Like I'm not fully blaming Thompson yet. It's early in this game, and for the most part, he's been doing well. But yeah, there's a few things where it's kind of just like that's weird. What was the reason in there? We'll see how the game continues. As you see, man, CBS has loved showing the sidelines today already. They're still just showing. Okay, Smith in shotgun, back to his right. Seems like back to his left, shifting back to his left, sending a man in motion from right to left. Going to hand this off, trying to work that right side with Zach Charbonnet. He's going to lose about a yard, maybe 2. Emmanuel Ogbah is in the backfield. Chop Robinson was there. Good job on the pass run, on the run stuff. 2nd and 11 coming up. I don't think it's the fact that he doesn't have confidence in Thompson. I just think he waited too long to even attempt to call a timeout. Like he was waiting for that thing to get to 0 before calling timeout. Call it at like 2 or 1. Make sure you get that timeout in if you don't think you can get the snap off. All right, Smith shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers left. 2nd 11 from the 9. Looking to throw. Quick pass right side. Going to be caught by DK Metcalf and brought down. There is a flag on the play. Be offensive pass interference. It seemed like Metcalf might have pushed off there. It's offensive pass interference. Let's go. Half the distance to the goal. 2nd down. Calling on DK Metcalf. He was guarding Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, that's a push off, all right. Would have been enough for the 1st down. Instead, 2nd and probably like 15, 16 is coming up. But Seattle backed up deep now. Ball on the 5. So 2nd and 15. Smith under center. Now audible in the play. He's in shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to look to throw. Pass left side, and it's incomplete. Batted away by... Who's that? It was batted away by, I believe, Kyle Fuller. Yeah, and nearly picked off. But 3rd and 15 coming up. Defense is playing well. Oh, man, if only... Intended for Tyler Lockett. If only he was able to pick that off. But nonetheless, a great play to at least get a hand on it. All right, 3rd and 15, make a stop. They're backed up. Smith in shotgun, looking for the 20-yard line. Back to his left. Now shifting the back out wide to the left. Going to look to throw. Has some time. Pocket collapsing. Going it away. Tipped up. It's picked off. Kader Kohou, ball at the 5. Yes! Pressure got there quick. Smith just chucked it away. Tipped in the air by Zach Charbonnet due to a high pass. And Kader Kohou picks it off. 4. Get in the fucking end zone now. Darth Kader. Let's go. Ogbah was in there. Ogbah and Campbell combined for the pressure. Kohou. Big time sack. Oh, let's go. Let's go. That's the type of play they needed. Now, capitalize. Get in the end zone. 1st and goal from the 6. Thompson, shotgun, back behind him. Handoff, trying to get up the middle and slips. Gain of about 2. There's a flag on the play, as this might be coming back. That was H hit on the carry. But it's illegal motion on Miami. One of the tight ends shifted a little bit and wasn't fully set. It's Julian Hill. Julian Hill, all he did was readjust himself. But he wasn't fully properly set. I mean, there's no one to blame besides Julian Hill there. All right, ball now on the 11. Thompson in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. 2 seconds on the play clock. Get the playoff in time. They do. Pass left side, going to be caught, but in the flat, no gain, tackled instantly. I mean, just don't turn the ball over. Make this a 1-possession game in some way, but you want to get in the end zone, obviously. Tanner Connor seems on the reception there. And now 2nd and goal. And now, why was Tyreek not in on that previous play? He's in now. But, jeez. Just about 1:15 to go in the 1st. 2nd and goal from about the 10. Thompson shotgun back to each side. Hill sent in motion. Going to play action, looking to throw, rolling out left, past the angled in the flat, going to get to about the 5, maybe the 4. Third down coming up. Going to be third and roughly 4. All right. I mean, I don't think you go for it if you don't get it. Depends on where you are. Like, what's the play call here? Third and short, needing the end zone? Ten seconds on the play clock. McDaniel's down towards the ref. And McDaniel's going to call a timeout. Couldn't get the playoff in time. See, that's what you got to do with a unexperienced quarterback. 2 seconds on the play clock. McDaniel sprinted down, calling a timeout because they didn't want to rush the snap. I should have done that on the previous situation, but that's a much better job for McDaniel there. Instead of waiting for no seconds on the play clock, you call it when there is still time on the play clock. All right. Then when Miami calls their first timeout, I am fine with it because you're in third and short, ball inside the 5. You want the play call to be a proper play call. You don't want the snap to be rushed. You want everyone to be on the same page. So calling a timeout there is good. It's smart. All right, third and goal. Ball on about the 4, 5-ish. What could be the final play before the quarter. Thompson shotgun, back behind him. Shifting it back out wide to the right, looking to throw. Has some time, rolling out to his right. Back near the 20, just throws it away. Good decision. Smart decision. Throwing it away. I don't hate it. Nothing was there. Just don't force it. Obviously, you wish for a touchdown after that interception. Gives you great field positioning, but at least you're getting points on this drive. Yeah, no one was open. Absolutely no one was open. All right, Jason Sanders on to make this a 7-point game. This went from 23 yards and the left hash. And it is good. Okay. The camera did a bad job there. But kick is good. 7-point game. 11 seconds to go in the quarter. Again, I don't hate that series of events. It's not ideal, but at least we got points off of that field position. Like that's the bottom line, is we made it a 1-possession game in a game where the defense is playing really well. Eventually the offense is going to find a way. Hopefully. But yeah, the defense is playing really well so far through 1 quarter. The offense has shown a lot of good, but at the same time, there's a lot that's like questionable and kind of like, why? But this only being a 1-possession game is good. I just need the defense to make another stop and keep it a 1-possession game for the next time Thompson takes the field. All right, Sanders on to kick this one away. It's going to be returned from about the 5, not the greatest of kicks. But special teams coverage are going to bring him down at about the 23. There we go. Tanner Connor makes the tackle, and Seattle's not going to have that. It's going to have some decent field position in, basically. But it's not like a touchback field position, which is like the 30. Yeah, I mean, they're showing a replay, an all-22 angle of the third down play. Thompson could have hit Tyreek, but I don't blame him for not wanting to risk that pass. And Miami gets called for illegal formation on a kickoff. Oh boy. So I win re-kick this, or just gonna get ball from the 28? They're just getting ball from the 28, it seems. 29, Smith and shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers each side. Final play of the first quarter. Back motion out wide to the left, looking to throw, has some time. Tucking it deep down the field, over the middle, wide open, DK Metcalf, the 10, the 5, touchdown Seattle. How do you leave DK Metcalf that wide open? Like, it's not like he's a Tyreek Hill or a Jalen Waddle where he's small but fast. He is a big dude. Like, that's not someone you just lose with your eyes. It was a double move. He got Holland with a double move. Solid. Alright, yeah, that was, again, DK Metcalf. Like, he is a big dude, but at the same time, he's also quick, so that was a nice double move. And that ends the first quarter. Not what Miami was looking for. You now need the offense to come up with something, with really a touchdown drive to begin the second quarter. The good news is Miami gets ball to begin the second half. That is the good news. So as long as they keep it a one-possession game entering halftime, they're in good shape. Wait, that was a really nice play for Metcalf. Nice play design. Really nice play design there. I mean, I can only be so mad when like it's just Metcalf being a better. It's just Metcalf being an unbelievable talent. Been zone. Yeah, Geno Smith has been playing really well ever since getting the starting job in Seattle. But again, he has weapons all over the place on this team, and that's an example of it. Because like that was a nice double move, kind of a post and up. It was a nice play design, and they took advantage of the fact that either that was zone coverage, or that was like designed for Ramsey to switch the man to Holland. But either way, they took advantage of that and realized that, hey, we can get one here. I'm not necessarily like, for as much as a deep shot to Hill would be fantastic. The point of like this first half is to just get Thompson into a rhythm. I do think we need to push the ball down the field a bit more, but don't force one. That's the thing, you just can't force one, because with Tua, Tua's gonna be able to shake it off and like move on to the next one, because that's just how he is. Thompson, like, I'm not sure if he fully can shake one off at this point, and just be like, just get to the next play when it comes. Especially with you being down by 14, that's a different feel. All right, Seattle on to kick this one away to begin the second quarter. And that's going to be returned from about the 5. Berrios trying to find a lane, has one, had a good lane, gets up to about the 37. Solid return there from Braxton Berrios, and now Miami's offense needs a response. Hopefully with a touchdown, but some kind of points will be fine. Again, that was mainly just blown coverage by the defense. I'm not too worried about that being like a staple going forward with this defense. So find a way to get points, and we go from there. Well, obviously, like a touchdown drive here is ideal. Thompson in shotgun, back to his left. Ball on the ball on the 37, looking to throw, pass over the middle, caught wide open. That's going to be Jalen Waddle. And they're going to give him the first down and a gain of 11. Thought he might have ran backwards too far for a second there. But solid first down play. That's exactly what you got to do with someone like Thompson. Just give him the easy looks. All right, 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 46. As the refs are discussing something, it seems. Probably waiting for substitutions or whatnot. Maybe. Or are they waiting to hear from above? I don't know what's going on there. All right, Thompson shotgun. Back behind him, Ingold to his left. Going to hand this one off up the middle. And what is Ingold doing? That's no gain, maybe a loss of 1 on the play. Was that even Ingold in the back? Yeah, Ingold. And they're talking to the refs. Ingold was not looking. I don't know what was happening there. Ingold was not ready for that play. What is Ingold doing? How is he confused? He was clearly not expecting the actual snap. That's weird. All right, 2nd and 11. Thompson shotgun back to his left. Motion someone out wide to the right, looking to throw. Gonna do a screen to Jonnu Smith. It's a way too high of a pass, incomplete. That was a lobber, but not the good kind of lob pass. I mean, yeah. Jonnu's dropped it, but even if he caught it, he was gonna get shot. That should be helmet to helmet on that play. I don't know why it wasn't called. All right, 3rd and 11. Making adjustments at the line. Thompson and shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers each side. 5 seconds on the play clock. Looking for the plus 44. Thompson looking to throw. Stepping up to his left. Rolling out. Pass it. And is going to be short-armed. Incomplete. Attending for Tyreek Hill. He was in double coverage. Honestly, Thompson should have just taken it himself. He had plenty of space. I don't know why he forced that pass in there like that. He forced. I mean, if it was a little higher, Tyreek probably catches it. But Thompson had plenty of space to run. Punt comes off clean. Flag on the play. Fair caught at around the 16. We'll see what the penalty is, but most likely it's going to be Seattle ball nonetheless. I mean, Thompson should have just taken it himself. He threw that crossbody, did not set his feet. I mean, he should. Yeah, he has the mobility to take it himself there. I don't know why he didn't. At least pump fake. If he takes it himself, he could pump fake and then potentially make people miss. It's a better situation than that kind of pass. Illegal formation on Miami is the penalty. And I think they're going to enforce it on the end of the kick. I liked Thompson rolling out to his left there. He had Hill. If that's a little higher, it gets there. But it was also not the greatest of decisions with it being in double coverage. And he had space to run. I mean, if he runs, he maybe doesn't get the first. But at least you set up the possibility of going for it on 4th down. So, that was him trying to make a play to get the first, which I get wanting to do. But he rushes for, 5 to 7 yards in that play. That sets up a 4th down, go for it play. I think that would have been the better decision to at least, give the offense a shot to potentially going for it. And if you still decide not to, you're going to be downing them inside the 5 potentially. So it's a better spot to be in. with ball on like midfield than where it ended up being. It's not it doesn't look great, but I don't think they're done for the season. Remember, they play Tennessee next week. Even with Thompson, I think that should be a pretty easy game, even with how we're playing today. We didn't have New England right after. That should be that's going to be a dogfight of a game, no matter who is at quarterback. I think that would have been defensive focused. And then we play the Colts after the bye. So like we still in a good spot. If we go 2-2 with Thompson, I like where we sit, assuming Tua is back week 8. But really, like, this game is less of, hey, can we win it, and more, what can we do with Thompson? In the sense of, like, what plays are he really comfortable with? Like as the game progresses, how comfortable is he going to get for next week? This game is all to set up that Tennessee game next week, and who knows how many other games he's going to be playing this year. Is to give him the confidence and the momentum for those other 3 games. Because if we go 3-1 with Tua being out, that still puts us at 4-2 and in a good spot with how the rest of the AFC is playing this year. So just coming out of commercial break, the other good thing, even though again 17-3 may not seem like it, the defense has been playing good this season. It is basically 2.5 weeks, but I've liked the majority of what I've seen from the defense. So once we have an offense to properly pair with that good defense, we're going to be seeing better results. And it's all about just making the dance and from there getting hot. If we get hot late in the season and sneak in. Smith under center, back behind him. Going to play action, looking to throw, pass to the flat pod, and brought down after a gain of a yard, maybe. The ball in the 22 coming up. Just think, if we finish the season 10-6, 11-5, or have 9-7, but we get that 6 or 7 seed, and we go to a favorable location, if we're hot end of the season, I like the chances in that game. It all depends. It's all about how you play end of the season. Look at Buffalo last year. Smith under center, back behind him, 2nd and 8. Ball on the 23. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and that's going to gain about 3 on the play. Third and 5 coming up. It's all about trying to like survive the weeks 2 are out. Because once he's back, we have a good chance of most of those games. All right, 3rd and 5. Smith shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, looking for the 31-yard line. Looking to throw. Has some time throwing right side and wide open. Caught Tyler Lockett. And that's going to be enough for the first down, gain of roughly 7. Miami sideline wanted a push off there. Let's see. Not the greatest of camera angles to show it. Yeah, everyone on Miami sideline wanted a push off. All right, the first 3rd down conversion of the game for either side. Seattle in shotgun, back to his left, play action, looking to throw, pressure coming quick, pass over the middle, caught wide open, finally brought down near the 49. That's Noah Fant on the reception. And Seattle go in quick tempo, hurry up. Smith shotgun, back to his left, 3 receiving options to the left. Now making adjustments. Audible in the play to 3 receivers right, 2 to the left, 5 wide. Smith looking to throw. Pass quick, right side, going to be caught and cut upfield for a big gain, 1st down and more. Gain of roughly 14 is Jackson Smith and Jigba. And Seattle is moving. Smith looking to throw in 1st and 10. Has some time now, rolling out to his right, trying to escape pressure. Gonna have a man at the sticks. Did Tyler Lockett get his feet in? They say no. Incomplete would have been enough for the first, most likely. Instead, 2nd and 10 coming up. Like if Miami's gonna try to turn this game around, I need to see the ball get in the hands of Tyreek Hill. It has not yet today, and that's very questioning. Smith under center, 3 receivers to the right, back behind him. Then a man in motion, toss play, right side, Zach Charbonnet has great blocking and can be brought down at about the 30-yard line, I believe. Flag on the play. Gain of roughly 5, maybe 6. We'll see what the penalty is. It is holding on Seattle. Gonna move them back. 2nd and 20 coming up. Call on Anthony Bradford. All right. Yeah. There's a few spots you can call hold in there for Seattle. There's a few. All right, 2nd and 20. Smith, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Ball on the plus 46. Looking to throw. Quick pass left side, Zach Charbonnet for a screenplay. And he's going to be brought down from behind by Zach Zeeler. Gain of only about 2, maybe 3. Big man making a big time play. 3rd and 17 coming up. You make the stop with them gaining very little amount of yards. You might force a long field goal try. Or you might force a punt. Either would be good in the situation. Smith, alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Ball on the plus 44. Looking for the plus 26. 3rd and 17. Smith now with his back to his left. 2 receivers spread out wide each side. 2 seconds on the play clock. They get the snap off in time. Looking to throw. Pressure comes in quick. Smith dump off over the middle. Caught, but not enough for the first down. Brought down near the 35. So the field goal unit potentially coming on the field here for Seattle. All right, not a bad defensive set. Not a bad series from the defense. That 3rd down play was caught by Pharaoh Brown as Jason Myers is on to make it a 17-point game. 53-yard try from the right hash. Kick is up, and it is no good. He missed it wide to the left. Remains a 14-point game, and Miami has a shot to make it 1 possession. He just hooked it to the left. Man, oh man, that barely misses left. Okay, we take that. Exactly. Our defense has been playing really well this year so far. It's just the offense is not playing to that same level. It's not complementary football. So if we would eventually, I fully expect our offense to get clicking at some point this season. It could be in the second half. It could be next week. Who knows? But it's gonna get clicking at some point. When that does happen, if our defense can remain clicking like it has been so far, this is a good team that's built. It's taken longer than I feel like people expected to look like that team. And I expected it to be a little bit before Miami looks like a really good team, but not in the way it's happening. I was expecting the defense to take some time to fully get going and be like a really good defense, and the offense being that elite unit it always is, but it's kind of been flipped so far this season. It's interesting. But I guess that part of that is, again, defenses all around the league are playing really well this season in a sense of not a lot of touchdown passes have happened. I mean, there was a whole Mel Kiper shtick over the past week about two high safeties. Like it's just defenses have finally adapted to the high flying offenses. So it's like whichever team can respond and answer that, they're going to be in good shape. And Miami has the tools to answer and respond to 2 high looks. They just aren't calling the plays that are good against 2 high looks, whether that is run plays or screens or end arounds. You can be hearing me say end around and jet sweep a lot today and this season if Miami does not use them a lot. Because they should. Anyway, just coming back from commercial break after the missed field goal try from Seattle. Miami looking to build off of it and have a shot here to make this with this chance to make it a one possession game. Like, Thompson is 5 for 9, 47 yards. That's not a bad day for him. It just doesn't look that great because Geno Smith, on the other hand, is 12 for 15 on 185. Like, Thompson has not been playing poorly. Playing okay. Thompson in shotgun, back to each side as well as another in the backfield. Going to hand this off. Jalen Wright, left side, has a lane up the middle, past midfield. Gain of roughly 9 to the plus 48. There we go. Nice piece of running there. Like, just keep it on the ground a little bit. Or like ground-esque plays. And Tyreek has one target today. Only one target. I want to see a little bit more as that Seahawk player is down. I believe that's Byron Murphy. No, if you think Weaver is the issue with this team, you have not been watching. If it wasn't for Weaver's defense, we would be 0-2 right now. Like, Weaver is the perfect defensive coordinator for this team. He's doing as good as a job as he can, considering that the defense is nearly constantly on the field so far this year. Like, we need the offense to step up and have good drives. That way, the defense has something to actually work on. The defense has been a highlight of this team so far this year. Like, it's been playing well. So it's not the defensive fault at all. It's the offense that needs to, like, play complementary football and actually put up drives going. Like Weaver is doing a hell of a job this season so far. And yeah, like, the stats may not fully show it, like the box scores probably, but like, you watch those games, the defense is giving the offense multiple drives this season with the game either with a chance to take the lead or tie the game, and the offense has fallen short. That was the case in the Jacksonville game, and that was the case last week against Buffalo. So again, we just have to wait and see. Once the offense gets clicking and they're able to complement what the defense is doing, it will look a lot better. But until then, there's not much that can really be said. But it's definitely not Anthony Weaver's fault, that's for sure. Well, considering that since 1970, Miami has 2 Super Bowl rings, not one. Like, it's gonna take time for this offense to get into a groove again, especially with Tua going down last week. Like, this would have been the perfect bounce back week for the offense to slowly get stuff going. Instead, Tua went down at the end of last week, and now we kind of have to just survive the weeks until he's back. Handoff up the middle. Big gain for Achane, going to get inside the third, get closer about the 35 maybe on 2nd and 2. And this, again, did focus the ground game a bit more. Be a run-heavy team if you need to. Like, the blocking has been good so far today up front. Achane and Wright can play really well. If Achane is the only person getting yards on this team, I'm not fully opposed. Thompson, shotgun, back to his left. Achane sent in motion. Going to look to pass. Has some time and now sacked back near the 45. Just didn't feel the pressure coming, didn't step up at all. Can't be having that. I'm not surprised that it's the right side that gets blown up a bit. What was that pass protection? We had the tight end man-on-man against an edge rusher. For a Poland guard to come in and try to pick him up then after, that was not going to work. Like, that was just not going to... What was that O-line play design? All right, 2nd and 18. Looking to at least get the yardage back. Thompson and shotgun back to his right. Going to look to throw quick pass right side. Going to be caught and down to about the plus 39 is Jalen Waddle. And a 3rd and a long coming up. And looking to get... It's 3rd and 13. You get 7 or 6 on this play. There's a possibility you decide to go for it. I don't know. But you definitely you want to gain a good chunk of yards here. Thompson shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Ball on the plus 39, looking for the plus 26 look, and try the screenplay to the left side with Tyreek Hill, and he drops it. Had the blocking as well to be able to take that. He's just dropped it. He had the blocking. He would have had the blocking to make that a nice chunk of yards. Yeah, he had the blocking. Man. Yeah, he just drops it. He has the blocking. It's the miscues like that. All right, Jake Bailey on the punt this one away. Yes, too long to go for it here. Even with it being a weird territory you're in. Punting it from basically midfield is where Bailey's lined up. You're going to be punting it from. Punt comes off clean and going to bounce at the 1, but unable to be downed. Damn, that would have been a great punt. Seattle will begin from the 20. All right. Well, again, Tyreek is so used to Tua passing him the ball that when a lefty throws it, it spins the opposite way than when a righty throws it. So yeah, I'm not surprised Hill's gonna have a rough time early on in this. As CBS just showed a memorial to Mercury Morris. He did pass away last night. What a legend for that 72 Dolphins team and the 73 Dolphins. Rest in peace. He joins. Why am I blinking? Jim Kick. He joins Jim Kick now, the fellow member of that backfield. Up above. As that brings us to commercial as well. It's not, I mean, it could be seen as excuses, yeah, but that's also just science. Like, that's why there's so few lefty quarterbacks are able to have success in the NFL. Because every other receiver and every other player in the NFL is so used to catching the ball right with that a righty has thrown. When it was either last year or 2 years ago, you see defenders get asked the question of how is Tua being a lefty going to affect you when you're at the line of scrimmage trying to bat the ball down, and they all say we have to do everything in reverse. Because the ball comes out in a different spot, it spins a different way. That's just how it is when the lefty is the quarterback. And Tyreek is so used to Tua passing him the ball, especially on those screen plays where the ball comes quick, that now that a righty is throwing it to him, it's going to take a second. Well, this is their first week practicing with Thompson in 2 years. Because typically it's Tua getting the first team reps. This was Thompson's first time getting the first team reps since before the playoff game in Buffalo. So it's been it's been a year and a half, 2 years. Because even during training camp, yeah, maybe they get a pass or two from Thompson, but for the most part, either they scheme or either they time it up to where Tua throws it to the main guys, or the main guys just don't do the one-on-one drills. Yeah, I'm still saying he should have caught that ball, but that's the reason maybe behind why he didn't. As Smith in shotgun, back to his right, going to look to throw on 1st and 10. Pressure comes in quick. Pass over the middle, wide open. Tyler Lockett going to get down to about the 36. Weaver tried to send a blitz there, but just nothing. Or couldn't get home in time. That's the thing with Tyler Lockett is he's a shifty dude. Like, he can line up anywhere on the field. And honestly, Miami needs to do that more. Smith in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Going to look to throw in this play, and Zach Sealer in the backfield. Stacked back near the 29-28. Good shit right there. Steve Young is the exception. Mark Brunell was a lefty. He did a decent job in Jacksonville, but for the most part, couldn't get much else going. Mike Vick was never that great of a passer. He's more known for his legs. Who were some other ones? I know there's someone else I'm blanking on. Wait, okay, handoff right side for Zach Charbonnet, going to get nowhere, and maybe gains a yard after bouncing all over the place. Maybe it's like Steve Young, Mark Brunell, and Michael Vick. Those are the and now Tua obviously, but those are like the 3 lefty quarterbacks who actually have like somewhat successful NFL careers. Most others don't even sniff the field in the NFL if they make it. Like, a lefty quarterback is rare to come by. 3rd and 16, Smith and shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers each side, ball on the 31. Miami looking like they're sending pressure. They do. Smith dropping back to throw. Has time, now throws it away. Incomplete. Jalen Phillips on the coverage there. And 4th down coming up. Pressure eventually gets home. I mean, I can look up all the lefty quarterbacks. But it's just, for the most part, they don't have a lot of success. Boomer Esiason was. Ken Stabler was. Punt comes off clean for Seattle. It's going to be returned beginning from inside the 10, but plenty of space to take this one. And Braxton Berrios past the 40, going to get up to about midfield and out of bounds in plus territory. What a return from Braxton Berrios. Yeah, Ken Stabler and Steve Young both have rings and have good success. Boomer Esiason had good success, but it was for the Bengals and Jets and only made 1 Super Bowl. Mark Brunell, Mike Vick, Tim Tebow. We don't talk about Tebow. Matt Leinart was out of the league pretty quickly. So was Chris Sims. Jim Zorn, another one who had good success, but that was before the merger. And then Pat White was out of the league relatively quickly. Yeah, Boomer made a Super Bowl, but didn't do much in it. Thompson shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. 1st and 10 from the plus 48. Gonna look to throw. Has some time. Dump off right side to Alec Ingold, who's going to get up to about the plus 45, maybe 44. So a gain of roughly 3 or 4 on the play. That was a play that was designed to go deeper down the field, but just to take what the defense is giving you. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on Thompson this week. I am putting more so the pressure on McDaniel for how he's game planned today. It's not been the greatest of game plans. But this needs to be a touchdown drive. Make it a 1-possession game, enter in the half. Try to double up here in the middle 8. Thompson shotgun back behind him. Going to fake a toss, has some time stepping up, throwing deep down the field, over the middle, and just off target. That was intended for Tanner Connor. I mean, yeah, I like trying to take a shot there, but he would have had time to hold it for another second or two, and then he would have had Waddle wide open. All right, 3rd and 6. Oh yeah, like, being a lefty is special. Not a lot of people are lefties. I think it's like 10%. All right, and there's flags on the play pre-snap. It's a false start on Miami. There is the power of the 12th man in Seattle. It's on Eichenberg. It's on Eichenberg. All right, 3rd and 11. About 3 minutes to go in this first half. Thompson alone in shotgun. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Looking for the plus 38. Flag on the play. Has some time now. It's rolling out to his right and brought down for a sack. And this is most likely going to be on Miami. We'll see. The refs are discussing it. McDaniel is not happy on that sideline. Yep, illegal formation on Miami. Penalty declined. Calling it on Austin Jackson. And honestly, either way, it's going to be the punt team coming on the field. I mean, you have time left in this half to get the ball back one more. Where's the illegal formation? I mean, again, it doesn't matter anyway. Penalty was declined. But where is the illegal formation? I mean, the NFL has put a big emphasis on illegal formation, it seems, this year. It has not been a good thing, as it just creates more confusion. Like, I did not see an illegal formation there. Flag on the play again. Thompson, Bailey punts this one away. Going to be returned beginning from about the 13 and up to about the 20, maybe 21. We'll see what this penalty is, but honestly, it very well easily could be illegal formation once again. And thus, I would expect a re-kick. Yep, illegal formation on Miami. What are we doing, NFL? Like, I get the reason behind wanting to put a point of emphasis on illegal formation, but this is absurd. We're 3 weeks in, and you're still calling it a crazy amount. All right, 4th and 24. Here comes the punt once again. I mean, hey, running into the kicker. Illegal for me. It's just rough. All right, 4th and 24. I want to see Bailey just send this one. Punt comes off clean. It's going to bounce outside the 20 and roll inside the 10. And great punt down at the 5. There we go, Jake Bailey. What a punt. And there's another flag. Are you fucking kidding me? What's the penalty? That's 3 straight plays with a flag. This is crazy. Unnecessary roughness on Miami. And they're repunting again. Are you... What is going on? Hold on. Joey, I don't care about Danny Grossman. I've been wanting him fired for years now. Show me the unnecessary roughness. Like, show me a replay of unnecessary roughness. Please. Please. I don't care about the sideline. I don't care about the huddle that they have going on. I want to see where the unnecessary roughness was. Because, like, show us why there was a penalty there. And they're just not showing us. Okay, CBS, I guess. I don't know. 4th and 39 now. Jeez. We went from punting it with ball in the plus territory to ball now being on our own 24, 23. And Bailey gets the punt off clean. Going to be returned from the 31 and out to about the 42. All right, finally the punt is done with. But that killed like 2 minutes of time. It killed like 30 seconds for doing 3 punts. Like, jeez, man. And we still don't know why there was unnecessary roughness called. Just that it was called for some reason. All right, Smith, going to be under center. Now making an audible, going to be in shotgun. Back to his right. 2 receivers and a tight end also lined up to the right side. Handoff gets blown up, broken tackle. Gains about a yard on a play with flags in the backfield. Jeez, so many penalties. Holding on Seattle. At least this one goes in Miami's favor. All right. It was called on Connor Williams. That's crazy. It's 1st and 20 coming up. 8 penalties for Miami. I mean, even with some of them potentially being bullshit, you're not going to win with 8 penalties. Like, you're just not. And, like, the offensive game plan has been very questionable as we head to the 2-minute warning. Like, the offensive game plan... Like, with Skylar Thompson as the quarterback, the offensive game plan should not be Tyreek Hill is going to get targeted twice, and that's it. That should not be the game plan. Like, you give Tyreek Hill the ball. Make it simple. The fact that Tanner Connor has more targets than Tyreek Hill is fucking insane. Like, that makes no sense. Like, you want to talk about the drops and as questions of why we paid him? How about the fact we're not even going to use him as questionable of why we're going to pay him? Like, we're just not utilizing him these past 2 weeks. I don't get it. Why is one of the best receivers in the league and one of, if not the best receiver twos in the league, not getting any looks? Not even in the ground game, not even really through screens, especially when you have an inexperienced quarterback. Exactly, you're not going to win with 3 points. But you're also not going to win with Tyreek Hill having 2 targets and Jalen Waddle having 2 targets. Like, you need to get them the ball more. They are playmakers. They are elite level playmakers. Give them a chance to make plays. Waddle has 3 targets, so he has 3 receptions, and then Tyreek has 2 targets. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. You have these playmakers. Find some way to consistently get them the ball. End arounds, jet sweeps, the wildcat formation. Bring that back out. Screen plays. Some way to get the ball in the hands of 2 of the best playmakers in the NFL. Yeah, we got 3 excellent playmakers, including Achan. But Achan has gotten the ball this game. I'm like that, yeah. But like Hill and Waddle should get the ball more. Like they should like Hill and Waddle should not be having a combined 5 targets through one half a play. That is ridiculously bad game plan. 1st and 20, Smith, shotgun, back to his right. Quick pass right side for a bubble screen, going to get blown up for a loss of 3. Jalen Ramsey making a play. And we'll see. Maybe the game plan is different in the second half if this stays a 14-point game, and we try to hit off the ground going in the second half. But like the offensive game plan, it needs to be so much better. So much better. Lag on 5 of last 7 plays is crazy as well. 2nd and 22, Smith, handoff up the middle. Going to get up to about the 35, gain of 7-ish. And a 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and 17. And Miami calls their second timeout, trying to get the ball back with time to spare in this half. Because, I mean, again, like, even with Thompson, you can just chuck one deep to Tyreek or a Waddle when you get the ball back and try to see what happens there. Also, Andy Dalton, man, he is playing lights out today against Vegas. Like, he's playing incredibly well. Third and 17, flags are flying pre-snap. Let's see what this call is. Ball start on Seattle. Also, apparently on that play earlier where I was very confused on what Alec Ingold was doing, apparently there was a whistle before that play, and the refs just did not either hear it or care, which is crazy. All right, 3rd and 22. Smith under center, back behind him. Going to hand this off, and that's going to be a gain of about 3 on the play. So with a minute to go in this half, Miami's going to call their final timeout. And we're going to see what Berrios can do on the return. And then see what McDaniel has up his sleeve to try to get this either in the end zone or into field goal range from there. But no timeouts remaining. As today has been a questionable day all around, it seems. A little bit of a break here before the punt. Miami calls their final timeout. All right. We'll see how the return goes. All right. Punt is going to come off clean, but barely. And it's gonna be a bad punt that bounces out of bounds near the 21. So arguably a good punt for Seattle. Because it means no return is possible. 55 seconds to go. Miami will begin this drive with ball on about the 23-yard line. And nearly blocked as well. Oh, yeah. Chop Robinson came so close to blocking that. He came so close. I think if he uses his right arm, he might have been able to block that. All right, ball on the 23. 55 seconds. What are you going to do, McDaniel? Thompson alone in shotgun. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right, bunched up. I'm going to look to throw. Pass left side, wide open, caught to the 40. It's Tyreek Hill. Got to hurry it up now. Looking for field goal range, which is inside the 40 roughly. 40 seconds on the clock. And there's so much confusion going on. Thompson, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers each side. 30 seconds now. Ball on the 40, looking to throw. Quick pass right side, going to be caught. But only a gain of 1 on the play. His A-Chan's helmet gets knocked off. Got to hurry it up. Not the greatest of pass, not the greatest of decisions. Honestly, just throw that at his feet. Clock, yeah. Clock ticking. Thompson shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers each side. 10 seconds, looking to throw. Quick pass going to be caught by Jonnu Smith and out of bounds with 8 seconds to play in this half. 2 shots at the end zone. Really only 1 shot, though. Like, you gotta do something. 3rd and 4. Yeah, I mean, maybe you can get into field goal range and get out of bounds, but it's going to be close. You need like 12 yards. You need 15 yards for field goal range, looking for the 39. And you have really only 1 play to do it because of how far it is. So Seattle is playing. Seattle has no one. Seattle is rushing absolutely 0. As Thompson's just sitting back there. Clock about to expire. So a Hail Mary opportunity here. Seattle finally sends 1 person. Thompson dancing and then throws it short of the 35. And that's halftime. Seattle sent no one, and the best Thompson was able to come up with was a 20-yard pass. That shit needs to go to the end zone. Oh, penalty on Seattle, illegal contact. So we're going to have 1 more play before the half. Illegal contact on Seattle. So we're going to have 1 more play. 1 more shot towards the end zone. And we'll see what happens. They have no time on this clock. Just 1 shot towards the end zone. I mean, you don't have anyone that's necessarily a big-bodied receiver that can realistically catch this. Oh yeah, Berrios was pushed out of bounds. Way down the field. All right. And Seattle's calling a timeout, I guess. There's a flag on the field now. What is happening? Yeah, Seattle's going to call their second timeout. And Miami was lined up under center on a final play of the half. No time left. Miami was lined up under center. I don't. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And then, yeah, I mean, Seattle had what, too many men on the field, was it? That's why they call it timeout? Yeah. All right, that's a good timeout from Seattle. All right, first down, doesn't matter. Final play of the half. No time on the clock. There's, again, a desperation try here. Why was Sanders even on the field? What? This game is so drunk. All right. Well, I mean, it has to be just a Hail Mary, right? I mean, maybe you can try to do the whole lateral shit, but I feel like it just has to be a Hail Mary. Or maybe it's like a hook and ladder type shit. Other way, Thompson in shotgun, back behind him. Seattle actually has people on the line of scrimmage for this play. And the snap gets off, fake a toss. Thompson looking to throw, stepping up. I mean, has room, but sacked from behind. You gotta just chuck it down the field. It's final play of the half with no time remaining. Just chuck it down the fucking field. I don't care if no one's open. You need to get the throw off. Also, if there were no routes really down the field for a final play of the half, that's bad play calling. Like, final play of the half, just throw a fucking Hail Mary. It's not that difficult. Halftime. This game. Just confusing is the only way I can describe this. Because the offense is doing stuff that doesn't make a lot of sense. The defense is playing well. It's not the defense's fault. It's the offense just not making sense. That's all it is. It's the offense doing shit that's like, why was that the decision made? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, Tyreek needs to get the ball in more ways than just passing. Hand him the ball off, line him up in the backfield, do something to give Tyreek the ball. Same thing with Waddle. You gotta find some way to get them the ball. Well, the thing with Thompson, I mean, at this point you kind of have to do like deeper passes with Thompson. You kind of have to. Because you're down by 14. But like, it's the final play of the half, legit, no time on the clock. And you don't even do like a proper Hail Mary type. And then again, before that, not having designed plays specifically to get Hill and Waddle the ball quick makes no sense. Like, you need to get them the ball. There are your playmakers. Like, Miami's doing stuff that's like it's just questionable. And I feel like McDaniel does this often where something is working or like there's like something that is like relatively obvious you need to try and do, and McDaniel gets ahead of the game. He's trying to predict the defense a step. He's trying to be a step ahead of the defense. Well, he's actually 2 steps ahead of the defense. Because he's like, okay, well, the defense knows we need to try to get the ball to these guys in these certain ways. Or like in some way. So we're going to try not to get the ball to them. But then the defense just plays normally, like we don't really care if you get the ball to them or not because Thompson's your quarterback. The big thing is, where are the end arounds? Where are the jet sweeps? Where are the screenplays? The 3 things that McDaniel normally loves to do are absent. Again, 2nd week in a row. They're just not there. They're just not there. You know you need to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the play callers you're dialing up to try and do just that aren't working. So do what has been working for 2 years at this point. Like, it just doesn't make sense why they went away from what was working. For no reason besides thinking that the defense has adjusted. Even though they haven't. Or at least you haven't proven to them that they need to adjust. Because when it starts to work, you're going to move away from it. You need to stick to what works until it doesn't. And then at that point, you make the adjustment. At this point, the defense isn't adjusting to shit. They're just saying, you're not going to do what works, so we're not going to defend for what works. There hasn't been a single jet motion yet. There hasn't been a single any type of end around or jet sweep. There's been a few screenplays, but the ones that have, but most of them have been dropped. And even the ones that were and like those ones that were dropped had good blocking to them. Like they would have gone for good yards if they were either caught or the pass was a little more accurate. So like it's just confusing of like why? Because like this offense is not like this offense from a purely play calling standpoint. And yes, you can say in all other aspects as well, this offense hasn't looked good. But from a purely play calling standpoint, this is not the Miami Dolphins we're watching. It's just not. This is not Miami Dolphins football that we saw the past 2 years. This is looking more like the fucking Panthers than anything because the play calling just doesn't make any sense. They're not building off of anything. They have a ground game that's working pretty well, but they're not showing those same ground play looks and building off of it into pass plays to play action or whatnot. It's very similar. It's very like cut and dry X's and O's. Hey, we line up in this. This is what we're gonna do. Like even when they have ran motion, it's not like it's been that great of motions. And yeah, part of that can go into like not knowing Thompson's timing. But then explain how last week it was the same thing against Buffalo. Like the McDaniel has this trend of trying so hard to adjust early, thinking the defense is going to adjust. But that only happens against the weaker teams that feel like they kind of are forced to take risk. Against a team like Seattle, a team like Buffalo, eventually we're going to be playing Green Bay this season. When we play New England, who have a pretty solid defense, they're not going to adjust unless you make them adjust. And you make them adjust by just doing the same thing over and over until it stops to work. And the lack of jet sweeps, the lack of end arounds, the lack of things that consistently have worked for this team in the past is exactly what's wrong. Because I'm sitting here, or unless things change in the second half, I'm fully prepared for the post game video for me to be sitting here just like last week and saying, where are the end arounds? Where are the jet sweeps? Where are the screenplays? Why is Tyreek Hill barely getting utilized when you're paying him all this money? You extended Jalen Waddle in the offseason and you're barely finding ways to utilize him. It's not the defense's fault. This offense is looking on Miami like. There's no speed to it. There's no trickery to it. There's no motions to it. It's purely just run routes and try to get open, and if they're not open, take a sack. It's way too bare bones, even for a Skylar Thompson led team. Like it doesn't make sense. That like this was your game plan. Like what kind of game plan is this? Again, we'll see if the second half adjustments are there. We'll see kind of how they play in the second half because Miami gets ball to begin the second half. They have a chance to completely turn the tide in this one. But it's going to have to start with the offense having a touchdown drive. And straight up saying, we're going to do what we want to do. And what Miami should be wanting to do is giving the ball to Hill and Waddle. I'm sounding like a broken record, I know, but it just doesn't make sense that this is the style they're doing. So I want to talk about this NFL Plus premium commercial real quick because I feel that this thing is a curse. They had a commercial before the season started and during the early weeks about Joe Burrow winning MVP. Joe Burrow is not playing nowhere near an MVP form. They've now been showing this other commercial for the past 2 weeks about Miami having the pieces of go the distance, and look at what's been happening. That commercial, man, the fucking curses are everywhere. We'll see. Again, who knows? This second half could be light years different, similar to that Jacksonville game. The defense could come out and be lights out, and the offense could make 2 to 3 really spectacular plays and win us this game. But we need to see something. We need to see a different game plan in the second half. And I wouldn't be shocked if like Hill or if Hill is in the locker room for this during this halftime and just yelling to Thompson to McDaniels to be like, give me the ball and let me make plays. That's what you paid me for. Because at the rate this season is looking for Hill with very little action, there's a chance he doesn't even break 1,000 yards receiving, which would be insane. But I mean, we just haven't utilized him in a way that's a 1,000-yard receiver. Same thing with Waddle. Waddle has had 3 straight 1,000-yard receiving seasons to begin the year, including his rookie year, to begin his career, including his rookie season where Brian Flores was the head coach. And after these first 2 weeks, Brian Flores was utilizing Jalen Waddle better than Mike McDaniel has been these past 2 weeks. It doesn't make sense. Mix it up a little bit. Get them the ball in some way. And at this point, I'm just waiting for a wildcat play. It doesn't make sense. Because those are your top playmakers, and they are absent today again, back-to-back weeks. What are we doing? Anyway, we're at halftime. Let's quickly use this time to say to subscribe if you're new. It'd be greatly appreciated. Trying to get to 300 by the end of the year, so stick around. Play-by-plays all season long and beyond into the UFL season. I'll be back for Sunday Night Football tonight between Kansas City and Atlanta, pretty much an hour after this game concludes. And leave a like while you're at it as well. It'll be greatly appreciated. All right, coming back from halftime, we'll see what we got schemed up here from Miami. Well, again, they need something to go right here. They're gonna need something. I mean, again, our defense has had plenty of time to rest and get stuff going. You just need the offense now to pick it up. The offense needs to do something to give the defense like a reason to build off of shit. All right, second half kickoff underway. Going to be caught about halfway into the end zone and returned. Gets up to about the 20, breaks a tackle, and finally brought down near the 24. There is a flag on the play. That is Dree Eskridge, I believe is his first name. Another guy off the practice squad we picked up before the season started. Someone who I was kind of expecting to be utilized today in some capacity just because McDaniel's going to find ways to utilize random people. but really hasn't been. We'll see what this penalty is. Flag on the first kickoff to begin the half, because of course there is. Fouls on both teams. Illegal formation on Seattle and illegal formation on Miami. God. Fuck. Penalties offset, they re-kick, and it seems. Right? I assume it's going to be a re-kick. Does that still kill 6 seconds of play clock? If so, that's dumb. I imagine it does. So if they're re-kicking, and it goes into the end zone on the fly again, need the fucking ball. This has been one hell of a game. This has been one hell of a game. Alright, now they're saying 1st and 10 Miami. What are we doing here? I guess 1st down Miami. God, this game is drunk. This game. Alright, 1st and 10. I mean, Thompson's 10 for 17. Like, he's... Yeah, you may want him to push the ball a bit more in the first half, but... He's in shotgun back to his left. Ball on the 19-yard line. Going to play action, looking to throw. Has time. Pass over the middle, short. Going to be a gain of roughly 5. That is Alec Ingold on the reception. Oh, line blocked well on that play. Gain of 6, they're ruling it. I mean, yeah, like... I feel like McDaniel's calling plays without realizing without knowing what too high safety means. And like what you need to do against it. I feel like it seemed like he's never seen too high safety in his career before, which is a lie. Thompson shotgun back to his right, back behind him, Ingold to his right. Toss play left side for Achane, going to break off one tackle, try to find the lane, going to gain roughly 2 on the play. Nice run by Achane to create something out of literally nothing. But 3rd and 2 coming up instead of much else. Like, breaking off one tackle that would have pretty much negated the first play of the drive, but... 3rd and 2. Again, look around the NFL at this moment. Not a lot of teams are having crazy success passing. And I know today was a little bit different, with some teams finally having good days passing. But for the most part, defenses have controlled the airways. Thompson, play action, looking to throw. Pressure comes in quick up the middle and sacked. It was supposed to be a quick pass to the flat, but it gets blocked up well. And Thompson's a little shaken up, it seems. He landed hard on his thrown shoulder. He landed hard on his thrown shoulder. Yeah, just nothing. If he throws with anticipation to Achane, he gets the first. Oh yeah, Thompson landed hard on that right shoulder. Like, just dump it off to Achane, lob it up to him, man. It's open. Alright, Bailey to punt this one away. Comes off clean. Going to be caught near the 30. Breaks one tackle. And cut up. Gets about to the 39, maybe the 40. Seattle will begin from there. He might be. Flag on the play, because of course there's a flag. It has been one hell of a game. A lot of penalties in this one. One hell of a game for Miami in this one. I say no flag? Okay. Yeah, this has been a game. That's for certain. And now, like, we're kind of waiting to see if how Thompson feels. Because he landed hard on his thrown shoulders. That brings us to commercial break. Anyway, how's the Rams game been going? I've seen a little updates about that. I know San Francisco scored. I know it's like 14-7. Yeah, Miami had like 8 penalties in the first half. Seattle had like 5. It's been it's not been a it's been a very weird day. It's been a very weird day. See ya, Aginator. All right, at commercial break, we'll see what the defense can do. But I mean, this offensive performance has been rough. Again, it's just like Miami laid their own bed in this situation. This is what the team Miami wanted to throw out there each week. If they, even with Tua, like it's just the game plan. It has not made sense at all the past 2 weeks. And it's made even less sense today because you know that Tua isn't there to be able to like mask shit. Again, we'll see how the rest of the game progresses. If the third if the like the fourth quarter is like maybe there's something we can salvage from this and it not be a burn the tape kind of game like last week's was, but honestly at this point who knows. I also just saw a report that Kendall Fuller is out of our cornerbacks, which is fantastic. All right, Thompson seems to be good on the sideline. As yeah, the backup today is Tim Boyle, which I feel like might be worse. Smith, handoff up the middle, going to gain a yard, if that, or a yard maybe two. And we'll see. I mean, I feel bad for the defense because they have put in such solid performances so far this season, and the offense has done barely anything to really like aid them or help them in their own right. Smith under center, 2nd and 8 coming up from the 40. Man sent in motion, play action looking to throw. Smith rolling out to the right, has time. Pass in the flat to DK Metcalf, going to gain roughly 3 as he's forced out of bounds. As Storm Duck was there on the tackle, but he's slow to get up. Man, DK Metcalf will do that to you. That man's hard to go. That man's hard to bring down. So we'll see what's up with Storm Duck. Is that might bring us to commercial for an injury timeout? Although he's right near Miami sideline, so either way, 3rd and 6 maybe coming up after this commercial break. All right, this has been. Honestly, I wasn't expecting too much out of Miami today. I just wanted to see like I just want to see a proper game plan, if anything. I have not seen that today. Because again, like you know 2 high safeties are going to be you're going to be going against 2 high safeties, and you don't call plays that work good against 2 high safeties. Like, what are we doing? Yeah. So again, my question at the end of the first half was why not just throw it in the end zone? Because no one was in the end zone. On the final play of a half with no time remaining, on a play that began with no time remaining, you run all out breaking routes towards the sideline and no one's in the end zone. Like, that's the type of shit I'm like, what the fuck are we doing, Mike? All right, 3rd and 6 coming back from commercial break with the injury timeout. We will see what the defense has in store, but this offense needs to do a lot more. Even if the defense makes a stop here. 3rd and 6. Smith, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers and a tight end to the left. Miami looking like they're sending pressure. Trying to time up this blitz well, but so far have not been able to. Smith, back to pass. Going to be sacked back near the 35. Calais Campbell gets the sack. And again, this defense, I love what I've been seeing from the defense this season. It is purely the offense that I'm like, where are you? Because this defense is playing really, really well. Like any game last year, this defensive performance would be a blowout victory for Miami. Any game last year. But today, or this season, basically, it's just like offense is doing nothing to aid. Punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at about the 16-yard line. All right. What can the offense do? Never mind. There's a flag. Because of course there's a flag. How many penalties have been thrown today? Jeez, man. This game is all yellow out. Storm Duck questionable to return. Alright, the refs are discussing something. I would imagine this is on Miami for like holding or some shit, but who knows. Like, it's one thing to have so many flags thrown. It's another for every flag to be followed up with a 5-minute discussion from the refs to each other about what the penalty is. Like, every time the flag is thrown, they're just like, hey, so what was the penalty? And they ask every single ref because no one knows what the actual call was. Illegal formation on Seattle. And holding on Miami. Penalties offset, they're going to re-kick. Oh my. Okay. This is. The refs today, man. The refs today. This is something else. This game is something else. Alright, repunt. Re-kick, all that shit. Alright, punt kind there's clock, there's a play stoppage. Oh my god. Where they reset the game clock or something? This might be the sloppiest game we've played under McDaniel. It's not even like purely McDaniel that's causing the sloppiness. I mean, the refs have been bad today. McDaniel has not helped. That's for sure. Alright, punt comes off clean once again. This is going to be fair caught at about the 22. So better started field positioning for Miami. We'll see what the offense can get going. And Thompson has been taking shots today, but it seems like he'll be good to go. All right, time to see what we got going. Thompson in the game still, in shotgun, back to his right. You just need a drive here. It doesn't even matter exactly how you get the drive going. Play action, looking to throw. Pass over the middle, caught by Tyreek to the 40. That was a nice pass from Thompson, gaining about 15-ish. Like, that was a strike from Thompson. That was a hell of a pass. It came out wobbly, but hell of a pass. Good anticipation, good accuracy, and he got hold of the ball. All right, Thompson, shotgun, back behind him as well as to his left. Going to play action once again. Dump off left side. Going to be caught by Achan. He was going to gain roughly 5 on the play. Good job making people miss. And is that Thompson down? Oh, Thompson's down. Still to get up. I believe that's Thompson. Yeah. Thompson's down. Tim Boyle warming up on the sideline. Pressure came in quick from the left. Thompson got rid of it and got shoved down. Came down somewhat awkwardly, I guess, on that left, or was that on the left hand? Either way, he's slow to get up. He's still on the ground. Uh, all right, commercial break for the injury timeout. I will be right back. All right, select commercial. Hey, Bob Flash. Yeah, this has been. Oh man, oh man, oh man. This is something. Yeah, 'cause we're about. I mean, we'll see what Tim Boyle has in store. At this point, I'm just looking at the defense and am saying sorry. Like, this has been the type of defensive performance I have wanted out of Miami since McDaniel arrived. But for years now, even when Brian Flores was here, I was waiting for this kind of consistent defensive performance for a while. And now we have it, and the offense can't do fucking shit. Yeah, I know. Like, this has been uh all right, back from commercial break for the injury timeout. Thompson's gonna be helped off the field, it seems. Finally getting up. And time to see what Tim Boyle has in store. Oh man, oh man, oh man, man, man. All right, what does Tim Boyle have in store for us? This DEFCON level. This is A level for sure. All right, Tim Boyle, shotgun. Jeff Wilson behind him, because of course it's Jeff Wilson. Going to hand this off up the middle and going to gain about 4 on the play. As yet, Thompson's being taken to the locker room. His day is most likely done. Yeah, Thompson's heading to the locker room. His day is probably done. Boyle under center. Two backs behind him. Ingold, handoff up the middle. He fumbles. Ingold fumbles. Jeff Wilson, I believe, or Miami falls on it. The refs are saying it's Jeff Wilson falling on it. 4th down coming up. And honestly, you kind of just have to go for it. It's 4th and 4. Just at about midfield. Down by 14. I mean, you kind of just have to go for it at this stage. About a quarter and a half to play. Fourth and 3. Yeah, Miami's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. Boyle and shotgun back to his left. Gotta get a playoff first of all, and they just don't. Miami calls a timeout. Couldn't get the playoff in time. And we'll see. Meanwhile, updates from LA. Brock Purdy, man. Hey, fun fact. The quarterback drafted just before Brock Purdy was Skylar Thompson. That's definitely not haunting Miami right now. To be fair, I don't think Purdy would have been nearly as good as he is now if he was in Miami. As Baltimore is taking it to Dallas. Jeez. All right, 4th and 3. Boyle, shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers each side. You need midfield. Looking to throw. Quick pass and incomplete. Barrios. Gonna be completely honest, that might have hit off the helmet of the Seattle player a yard behind Barrios. So is that off target? Where did this ball go? Yeah, Barrios didn't even try to get it. It was to his left. That was more so to the Seattle defender than it was to Barrios. Cool. Cool. You wanna know what this game is showing though? Who would deserve that fucking money? Because he makes this team look a lot better than it does normally. Smith, under center. Going to toss this one left side. Some decent blocking. And lowering the shoulder. Going to gain about 4 on the play. Flag now down. I'm right there with you. Just waiting for October so I can watch an actual championship level team. Holding the Seattle is the penalty. Maybe at this point, I'm waiting for September as well. So that way, where? Oh, it's over there. Hold on, let me. It actually played today. Waiting for October so I can watch an actual championship play. Championship level team play. I'm putting this in the background. Go Panthers. All right. 1st and 20. Smith shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers left. Looking to throw. Has some time now. Rolling out to his right. Escaping the pressure. Throwing down the field. Incomplete. Intended for DK Metcalf. No flag. 2nd and 20 coming up. Cool. Yeah. I'm going to put that to where it's actually visible. Hold on. There we go. Go Panthers. Go Panthers. All right, 2nd and 20 coming up. Smith, shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers each side. Play action, looking to throw. Has some time throwing left side, incomplete, overthrew DK Metcalf. 3rd and 20 coming up. I'm pretty sure the Panthers are playing right now. We got some preseason hockey going on. All right, Smith, shotgun, back to his left, 3rd and 20. Going to look to throw, and flags are flying pre-snap. False start on Seattle. Yeah, because the Panthers actually had 2 games today, I believe. They only played at 2 o'clock. All right, 3rd and 25. Smith and shotgun, back to his left. Going to just hand this off up the middle, and that's going to get to about midfield. Maybe the plus 49. Solid pickup there, but not enough for the first. And 4th down coming up. By 4th and 13. Just about 6:45 to go in this 3rd quarter. Punt comes off clean. Going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. All right. So now the first full drive with Tim Boyle as the quarterback is coming up after this commercial break. Time to see what he can do with like a real opportunity to do something. Yeah, preseason hockey is going on right now. They actually play a preseason game close to me. I'm tempted, but I think it's on a Sunday when you're playing it, so I probably won't end up going. Yeah, that commercial quickly could use this time to say to subscribe if you're new. We greatly appreciate it. Play-by-plays all season long and beyond, especially in the spring when the UFL is coming on. That season kicks off March 28th. I'll be right back here alongside it, as well as an hour after this game ends. I'll be back live for Sunday Night Football and a bunch more play-by-plays again throughout the season. Leave a like while you're at it as well. It would be greatly appreciated. Plus, if you like to see misery, I guess. I know, I'm a Dolphins fan, man. I'm trying over here. They keep showing this commercial for, what was it? What is it? Fritos? No, Tostitos. No, yeah. What's this commercial for? Is for Tostitos or is it for like Pepsi? Whatever. It's the commercial where they get Dan Marino to pretend like he's coming out of retirement. At this point, fucking up game. Oh, is next week Vikings Jets Sunday Night Football? No, it's a London game in 2 weeks, right? Yeah, that's actually a really good game. Now looking at it, don't mean I'm going live for that. I'm not waking up at 9 a.m. I mean, I'm not waking up earlier than 9 a.m. for football. All right, coming out of commercial break. Yeah, I'll say this. At least the Cowboys are bad. They're disguising Miami's shitness. All right. Second, a 1st and 10, ball in the 20. Boyle in shotgun. Back behind him and Ingle to his right. Going to toss this right side to Achane, who has to block it and flag for Holden. Gain of 6 on a play, but it's going to be brought back for offensive Holden. Man, this game is sloppy. This game is sloppy. Yeah, that's Julian Hill. That's Holden. Ugh, man. Derrick Henry running wild. Love to see it. All right, 1st and 20, ball now on the 10-yard line. Boyle in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers right. Quick pass right side to Waddle, and he had a lane, but instead chose to run straight into Jonnu Smith. Oh, the ball carrier vision is just not there. Oh boy. Weirdly enough, Miami has controlled the ball pretty well. Boyle looking to throw a quick pass left side, Tyreek Hill going to gain roughly 7-6 on the play. And well, where was all these quick passes in the first half? I mean, we're doing it now, great, but the game is pretty much, there's not much in the game left. Like, if you did the stuff in the first half when the game was closer, it would have like it would have brought energy into the offense that's now like non-existent. Boyle gonna hand this off up the middle for Jeff Wilson. He's going to gain 10 on the play, a yard shy of the first. That was it's a good handoff there, good piece of running. But I mean, the offense just isn't pushing the ball down the field. And Jake Bailey gonna be on the punt this week. Go, fake it. Pull a Dan Campbell, fake it. It's 4th and 1, down by 14. You need something to get this team going. One comes off clean. Going to be fair caught inside the 20 at about the 17, maybe the 18. Good job flipping the field. Jake Bailey in the defense has been one of very few bright spots. Okay, this has been a rough day. All right, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Smith looking to throw. Pass over the middle, going to be caught. Noah Fant down near the 25. Gain of roughly 6, maybe 7. Another quick pass left side going to be caught for the first down by Tyler Lockett. Gain of roughly 8 on that play. Then another quick pass over the middle to Noah Fant on 1st and 10. Breaks off 2 tacklers, gains 15. And Seattle's going hurry up. They're going quick, it seems. Three minutes to go. Miami's making substitutions here since they're able to. The refs are giving them time. Smith and shotgun back to his left. Two receivers to each side, spread out. 1st and 10 from roughly the 45-yard line. Smith looking to throw, has time. Pass over the middle is caught by Zach Charbonnet, making defenders miss, gaining roughly 8 on the play. Yeah, I mean, Seattle game planned really well for this game. That's for damn sure. Miami on the other hand, I don't know if they even bothered game planning. Smith shotgun back to his left, three receivers to the left side. 2nd and 2 coming up. Ball from the plus 47. Going to look to throw, has time, pass over the middle, caught for the 1st down, and more to about the plus 39. And Seattle is moving on this drive. Very reminiscent to Jacksonville's drive in the second half where they were moving on. That ended in a fumble and kick-started everything for Miami, but that's probably not going to happen in this game. Smith alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. Miami sending pressure. Quick pass right side going to be caught and brought down for a loss of yards, maybe a loss of 2. So a solid defensive play there. But with just about a minute 15 to go in this one, Miami's still down by 14. Going to have a miraculous 4th quarter. Smith under center, back behind him. Going to play action, looking to throw. Pressure comes in quick, and Geno Smith is sacked back near midfield. Bro, this defense is doing all they could to help out the offense. There's a flag on the play, but as it stands, it'll be 3rd and 20. We'll see what this penalty is. But this defense is doing all they could. There's flags everywhere on the field. Jeez. Intentional grounding? Wait, they said he got the ball off? When? What? Oh yeah, he did, and that is intentional grounding. Damn. Yeah, intentional grounding. Okay. Did not realize he even threw that pass. Yeah, Skylar Thompson is out with a chest injury. 3rd and 21. Smith and shotgun back to his left. 46 seconds to go in the quarter. Looking to throw. And a throw it tipped at the line and picked off by Zach Sieler. Let's go. Big man interception. 2nd interception of the day. Ball near midfield. 37 seconds in the quarter. Hey, there's a shot. But this defense is doing all they could. I feel so bad for them. Calais Campbell tips it at the line. And Zach Sieler does a good job. Kind of high point in this pass, but picks it off nonetheless. 2nd career interception for the big man. All right, Boyle in. Shotgun back behind him. Going to hand this off up the middle. Going to get a yard on the play, and that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. All right, again, this has to be a touchdown drive. No excuses. You need a touchdown drive here. All right, and final play of the quarter, play action, Boyle looking to throw. Pass right side, Alec, Ingold incomplete. And there's flags, defensive pass interference. We're going to call that on Devin Witherspoon. Not a good pass from Boyle, but hey, it got the DPI. DPI on Seattle, going to set up a pretty solid beginning of the fourth. Yeah, he got there way early, didn't turn his head. That's called 10 times out of 11. I don't know why I'm like adding or removing numbers. Every time I've been saying like been trying to do like 10 times out of 10 or 9 times out of 10 this season, I've either said 9 times out of 9 or 10 times out of 11. I don't get it. But that's DPI. And that's going to bring us to the fourth quarter. All right, Miami. Again, a touchdown drive here completely changes the end of this game. But it changes like how you handle the end of this game. But you need a touchdown drive. Bare minimum. You need a touchdown drive. Yep, we're at commercial break for the end of the quarter. Look, again, a defensive performance like this in any other situation last year is a win for Miami. It's a game one. Like, this defensive performance has been incredible today. Hell, this season has been really good. Hey, we'll see. Hey, maybe these guys got a comeback in store from them. Who knows? We shall see. I still like commercial break and quickly use this time to say to subscribe. If you're new, greatly appreciate it. Leave a like while you're at it. Play-by-plays all season long, included in the spring when the UFL comes back. I'll be doing live for those games beginning March 28th as we come out of commercial break for the start of the fourth quarter. Miami has pretty good field positioning. 19 penalties today. Jeez, man, I feel like I'm watching last week's Sunday Night Football again. Ball on the plus 38. Boyle in shotgun, back behind him. Waddle sent in motion. Going to play action, looking to throw. Has some time to rolling out to his right. Plenty of space to run. He keeps it himself and slides down near the 31. See, something like that just picks up roughly like 6 yards. It's not a lot, but it gets the team going. It just shows that you're willing to put the body on the line a bit. Like, it's not a lot, but a 6-yard gain is a lot better than incomplete. As, man, Carolina is wrecking fucking shop in Vegas today. Jeez. Boyle, shotgun. Going to hand this one off up the middle, and Achan's going to get to about the 30, maybe 29 and a half. A 3rd and short coming up. Miami has yet to convert on 3rd down today. They now face a big-time 3rd and 1. Again, meanwhile, Carolina having themselves a day. Putting on an absolute clinic with Andy Dalton. All right, 3rd and 1. Big-time 3rd down. Boyle, shotgun, back behind him. 3 receivers to the left. Jonnu Smith to send the motion, handoff up the middle. That's a 1st down for Devon Achane. Gain of 2. Really gain of 3. That was a long one. As 1st down Miami, they pick up their first 3rd down of the day. Hey, we'll see. Yeah, you got to end this drive in the end zone. That's the big thing. You end this drive in the end zone, you give yourself a shot to tie this game. Because the defense has been playing really well. Boyle, shotgun, back to his right. Now motioning back out to the left. Fake a toss, looking to throw. Pass Jonnu Smith over the middle, caught. Inside the 15 to about the 13. Beautiful throw from Tin Boyle. On the money to Jonnu Smith. And it's catches like that why we signed Jonnu Smith and why I'm confused we have not been using Jonnu Smith more. But that is a absolute beautiful pass from Boyle. In between 2 Seahawks, right to Jonnu Smith. And Miami is now in the red zone for the 2nd time today. Ball on the 14, Boyle and shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers each side, looking to throw. Pass left side and incomplete, intended for Jalen Waddle, a dangerous pass. 2nd and 10 coming up. I mean, I think you just hit Jonnu Smith again on that play. Yeah, there's a safety there, and the corner only left because he threw it to Waddle. But I think you just hit Jonnu Smith again. He's lined up out wide, big body receiving option. And Tua's talking to Odell on the sideline. All right, 2nd and 10. Boyle, shotgun. Achane behind him. Man sent in motion. Going to look to throw. Pass over the middle. Caught by Julian Hill. He gets the 1st down and down to about the 3. Miami 1st and goal inside the 5. 12 minutes remaining in this game. Hey, if Tim Boyle was the starter today, Miami is in a lot better of a situation in this point in the game. I wouldn't say they're winning, but they're in a lot better of a situation. As Austin Jackson is now down on the ground. God. Why? Who's our backup right tackle? Oh, he's up. Probably gonna be forced to miss a play. Who's our backup right tackle? Patrick Paul is in. Yes, finally. That's a good point, Ball Flasher. I mean, hey, I'll take it, man. It's making this game exciting, at least. In large part because, again, the defense has been playing well to keep us in this game. But if Boyle can cap this drive off, I'm not saying there's a chance, but there's a chance. Patrick Paul in the game at left tackle. Let's go, man. Love seeing it. Boyle in shotgun, back behind him. Ball on the 3.5. 1st and goal. Going to hand it off up the middle. And Achane goes nowhere. Stuffed. Okay, not terrible. But they have been running that same halfback dive quite a lot this drive. So, gonna need to mix it up here on 2nd and goal. Still have plenty of time, although you only have 2 timeouts. But this drive is not gonna end with at least 10 minutes to go. I mean, maybe a little less, but still plenty of time after this drive. So, we'll see. Boyle, shotgun, back to his right. Going to hand it off up the middle. And that's going to be a gain of about 2, maybe. So 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. You need to play action and pass it here. You just need to. You've been running the ball a lot this drive. You need to just play action pass. Fake the handoff up the middle, hit Jonnu Smith, hit Ingold, Waddle, he'll hit someone in the flat. They got to get in the end zone on one of these next 2 plays. Third and goal. 10 seconds on the play clock as they break the huddle. Boyle, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers left, looking to throw. Pump faking, throwing, end zone. An incomplete. Durham Smythe had his hands on it but couldn't hang on. All right, about 10.5 to go. 4th and goal. Need a touchdown on this drive. That would have been a beautiful catch by Durham Smythe, but just couldn't hang on through the ground. Oh, that was a great throw from Tim Boyle. Like, that was on the money for Durham Smythe. Jeez. All right, 4th and goal. This is your gotta have it play. This play needs to work like 90% of the time minimum. Boyle looking to throw. Has time, throw in end zone, and that's gonna be incomplete. No flag? I'm sorry? Achane was pushed way early on that. Where the fuck's the flag? No, seriously, why is the flag still in your pocket? You've been calling penalties all fucking day. And now on a clearly obvious DPI, you keep it in your pocket? Come on. Like, Achane was clearly pushed before that ball arrived. Like, come on. That's abysmal. That flag was coming out of your pocket all fucking day. And on a big time 4th down, you keep it in your pocket? Really? On a clearly obvious DPI? Jeez, the officiating has been fucking horrendous this season. Like, come on. That's horrendously bad call. I bet Seattle's gonna begin with ball on their own 2. Maybe Miami can get a safety here, though I kind of doubt it. That's a horrendously bad missed call. Like, you cannot have that be a missed call in that situation. You just can't. Ugh. All right. Defense needs to make another big time stand, but that was a gotta have it drive. That was a horrendous missed call. Handoff up the middle, gonna gain about 2, maybe 3. Marino is not happy in the suite. Smith shotgun, gonna look to throw here. Quick pass left side. Going to be caught for a gain of about 6 with a flag. You throw a flag on that? Come on. If this is on Miami, I'm... Gain of 6 on the play. Face mask is the penalty. You throw a flag on... Oh my god. How egregious is this? Oh yeah, that's pretty egregious. He's trying to go for the ball, but instead got caught on the face mask. That's a penalty. All right, 1st and 10. 20 penalties today is crazy. Smith in shotgun, back to his left. Going to look to throw on 1st and 10. Pass over the middle is caught. Gain of roughly 9.5 for DK Metcalf. 9.5 to play in this one. Ugh. 2nd and 1. Smith, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Making adjustments at the line. And there's a flag pre-snap for false start, it seems. That is penalty 21. Penalty number 21 on the day. That ties Sunday Night Football last week for most penalties in a game this season. 21 penalties. 12 on Seattle. 11 on Seattle, 10 on Miami. At least they're evenly called, but geez, 21? All right, 2nd and 6, 9 minutes to play. Smith in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Ball on roughly the 30. But bobble the snap. Throwing over the middle, though. Going to be caught. Gain of roughly 5 for Noah Fant. 3rd down coming up, I believe. Yeah, 3rd down. Going to be 3rd and inches. Bobble the snap. And Miami just couldn't get someone home quick enough. All right, 3rd and short. 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches, basically. Smith, handoff up the middle. That's going to be enough for the 1st down. Gain of about a yard. That is the third down conversion of the day for both sides. Like again, any other type of game for the offense, like for this defensive performance on any other given day, most likely resorts in a win. But today has just been horrendous. Smith alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 1st and 10, ball on about the 36. Need to get a snap off. They do just barely. Quick pass left side, going to be caught and brought down for a gain of 8 is Noah Fant. Jordan Poyer on the tackle. 7.5 to play. As Teron Armstead has been downgraded to out with an eye injury, I believe was the initial ruling. Smith, shotgun, back to his left. Ball on the 45, making adjustments at the line. Yeah, they're just playing chew clock. They're killing clock as much as they can. 2 receivers each side, back to his left in shotgun. 2nd and 2, looking to throw. Stepping up, has some time. Quick pass over the middle is caught wide open. And past midfield to about the 35 is Jackson Smith in Jigba. Man, oh man. I mean, these West Coast trips these cross country trips are always tough no matter which team is traveling. Like, I'm not fully shocked that could be a reason, but still. Handoff up the middle, going to gain 12, 13, 1st down Seattle. Yes, like yeah, these coast to coast trips are not easy for the away team. But so you still have to play them and still have to show up. And again, the defense has shown up today. It's just the offense has not been able to do anything. Maybe if Tim Boyle was the starter today, Miami has a better shot at this stage, but I doubt it. Smith under center, back behind him. Man sent in motion, ball on the +24. Handoff up the middle, cut into the left side. Breaks one tackle, still going, first down, gain of roughly 11, maybe 12. Is Zach Charbonnet on the carry, 5.5 to play. I like that Seattle is just killing Glock, though. I respect it. Andy Dalton's having himself one hell of a day over in Carolina. Smith under center, back behind him. Man sent in motion. Going to hand this off up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of roughly 4 for Zach Charbonnet. 5 minutes to play. I mean, if this entire season is just one big down year for Miami and they retool in the offseason and try to make a push next year, then fine. But I mean, it's still just rough. Because yeah, there was all those reports in the offseason that Miami's doing pretty much a retooling year to try to get back to some cap space and all that. And this team is looking like a team that doesn't have all its pieces, as Miami has called a timeout, it seems. Or call it second timeout at least. But like there's clearly a lot more work that needs to be done with this team. 2nd and 7 from the 10, handoff up the middle. And as Zach Charbonnet bouncing out to the right side and getting in for the Seattle touchdown. They make this a 3-possession game with 5 minutes to play. And yeah. I mean, again, this does have like the feeling of a retooling year. But like if this is a tank year or a retooling year of some kind, at the deadline, if we're not there, get draft picks then and like fully commit to it. Don't try to pretend like we're actually contending for anything. Extra point is up and good. I mean, again, the good thing is we play Tennessee next week. That game should be fine. We then go to play New England. I believe that game's in Miami. That one should be a pretty solid one. Then we have a bye week. So like, again, we go 2-2 over the next 4 games. Like maybe. See ya. I'm gonna chill till game's over just because I want to see kind of how they play when nothing matters. Like, this has been a weird. This has been a weird set of a weird season already, and we're 3 weeks in. Yeah, I gotta have hope, man. This is my team. Yeah, I'm down now, but I already know that come next week, when Monday Night Football kicks off against Tennessee, I'm gonna be excited again and rooting for them. I mean, I saw Tennessee play today. Tennessee is not a good team. They have not played well this season. If we truly want to try to find a way to somewhat salvage this year, yeah, that'll be against Tennessee. The Dolphins are my team. I'm rooting for them no matter fucking what. I'm always gonna have some kind of hope. Like in this game, yeah, I'm kind of out of hope because it's mathematically over. But who knows? They could show us something in these final 5 minutes that can be built upon for next week. Like it's still early on in the season; it's not completely over yet. It feels that way right now. But again, come middle of the week, come kickoff next week. Hell, if we start off next week, if we start off Monday Night Football with a great drive and everything, and we begin to dominate Tennessee, everyone's gonna say we're back. It's heat of the moment things. You can't ride on shit too long. Kickoff is underway. This is going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Miami will begin from the 30. Yeah. Well, and also it's like I know that the majority of the main core is locked down for at least next season. So even if this is a really bad year, I know next season they should be able to turn it around. Because Tua is going to be back for hopefully the full season. Hill's going to be back. Waddle's going to be back. Phillips is hopefully going to be back alongside Holland. We need to pay those two. Ramsey's still going to be here. We're still going to have the main core. Boyle going to look to throw on 1st and 10. Pass over the middle. It's caught by Julian Hill. Breaks through 2 Seahawks and gets roughly 13 on the play. I mean, Cincy has some other things you can look at too. I mean, Cincy, both Cincy and Miami, we have the pieces of the future are there, and are locked down for the foreseeable future. So yeah, one bad year, a retooling year or whatever, sure. If it means next season we can actually have a proper team built, let it happen. But this season should go to show Chris Grier. Chris Grier is on the fucking hot seat this offseason. I will say that Chris Grier has next offseason to keep his job. Because we need to build an offensive line. We need to build a defensive line. We can't ignore the trenches. Yeah, Miami's next 5 games is Tennessee, at New England, at the Colts after the bye, and an Arizona game on October 27th is when Tua should be back, in theory. So hopefully he will be, and again, hopefully we're sit at 3-3 by that point. Boyle and shotgun back behind him. Going to look to throw. Dump off right side to Achane, and he's going to find a way to gain about 3, maybe 4, but there's a flag on the play. Most likely illegal shift by Miami. Hell yeah. Yep, illegal shift on Jonnu Smith. Penalty number 22. Honestly, that's fitting. 22 penalties. First and 15. 4 minutes to go in this one. Boyle in shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw. Pass over the middle, and it's caught wide open, and has room to run inside the 35 to about the 32. That is Dree Eskridge on the play. Honestly, who knows the situation surrounding Thompson, but give Tim Boyle the start next week. Even if Thompson's good to go, give Boyle the start. Throwing here, quick pass to the right side, going to gain roughly 3. Give Tim Boyle the start next week. He has impressed in these 2 drives that he's been playing. He's not scared to throw the ball. Boyle going to be sacked on this next play, but there's a flag down. We'll see what this penalty is. Do we have 23 penalties on the day? Give me 23. Blindside block on Miami. 23. Miami's had 23 penalties on... not Miami. This game has had 23 penalties. Jeez. (24) Boyle shotgun back to his right, looking to throw. Pressure comes in quick. Pass right side, overthrown, incomplete. Had a man open. 3rd and long coming up. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, Tyler Huntley should probably think about getting the start. Fourth and 19, actually. Boyle, shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. Seattle sending pressure, stepping up. Rolling out to his left now, looking down the field still. Gonna chuck it for the end zone and overthrows everyone. Incomplete out the back of the end zone. All right. 3 minutes to go in this one. Seattle gonna probably just begin to run out the clock here. Miami has no timeouts remaining. 3 minutes to play. They up by 17. I doubt they actually have to push the ball downfield. Yeah, today is showing full that this offense is made and built surrounding Tua. And with him not being out there, it falls apart. But again, the game plan just wasn't that great to account for that. So Smith under center, back behind him. 3 minutes to go in this game. Ball on about the 39. Going to hand it off up the middle. Going to be a gain of roughly 2. All right, let me begin prep for the. Begin prep for the post game video. Just gotta find an image for the thumbnail. And then should be good. The clock continuing to roll. Going to hand off up the middle and bulldozing someone, going to gain roughly 5 on the play. All right, 2-minute warning here in Seattle. Let me try to find an image for this thumbnail real quick. You know what? Jason Sanders works. This image works. Cool. All right, commercial for the 2-minute warning. So that commercial. Again, can quickly use this time to say subscribe if you're new. Leave a like while you're at it. Pay-by plays all season long, plus the UFL when that comes back in March 28th. I'll be back live roughly an hour after this game concludes for Sunday Night Football. Stick around for that as well. That should be a good game, and a game where I'm not as dejected in because I have no say in that game. But yeah. Not that. Okay. Yeah, so after this and before Sunday Night Football, there will be a post-game video that's going to be recorded basically as soon as this game ends. And it should be up like 30 minutes after to an hour. And then, yeah, back live for Sunday Night Football. All right, back from the commercial. Final 2 minutes to play. As Seattle is going to be improving to 3-0 on the year. 1 first down does it. 3rd and 2. Smith under center, back behind him. Going to hand this off up the middle. Going to be stonewalled. But fought forward. Got met instantly at the line of scrimmage, but fought forward for what might be a first down. And yeah, both line judges are giving it to him. That's a hell of a run there for the first. All right, and the second I see Seattle go into victory formation, I'm going to change the quarter indicator. Hell of a run, though. Carrying 3 Dolphins and 2 Seahawks for the first. Zach Charbonnet, man, playing well. And the Seattle Seahawks, 3-0 to begin the season. Playing better than I feel a lot of people have expected, as they're now going to just need this one out. Yep, there's a knee down. So that's the game. 24-3. And man, this was certainly a game. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, I'll be back live in an hour, roughly, for Sunday Night Football. So stick around for that. And yeah, I'll see you all in, again, roughly an hour. Peace.